What's up, Devils? J-Dog back. 6 a.m. as always, goddammit, for another video for you. We're going to be answering questions on, I pulled it up, found out which video is next in line, and it is, that we never went over yet, when did PC culture invade my metal scene? 3 weeks ago. I was going to say, that does seem like a while ago, did this? 1.2K views. Fuck yeah, like I want to see. Like I said, I want to see every goddamn fucking video at a minimum 1,000 views. That ain't a tall order either. You see all these fucking bullshit channels out there, maybe not so much in the metal scene, but, you know, other channels, they get fucking 10,000 views plus in one goddamn day. Some way more than that. So I don't think asking for 1,000 first day is too much. Comments, 173. I kind of gazed in there a little bit, but didn't read. I was like, okay, there's some stuff I can answer, but what I did see is I didn't see too many question marks, but I saw shit that was worth talking about. I was actually almost going to skip over this video question because I was like, "So you got any questions in here?" And since I'm so behind 3 weeks, as you guys see, I was like, maybe let's just go to another video with questions. But I was like, there's some shit in here to talk about, and it seems like a lot of guys, maybe some of it, like this first one, I'll go over. Just seems like kind of maybe something to comment on or whatever. You know, then people like to comment on this topic. Anyways, first guy is Igloo Major. I hope I'm pronouncing that for you right, Barbara. I definitely do not recognize you, so shout out to you, and welcome to the goddamn Devils channel. I'd say there is two things going on when it comes to PC coming to metal. One, political activists like Metal Sucks and others started popping out of nowhere being tastemakers for clueless people getting into metal through these big metal news sites. Yeah, I mean, that Metal Sucks. I don't know much about them. Actually, I never knew who the fuck they were until they started ripping on us. What was that in... forget what year that was, 2016 maybe, 17, 15, somewhere in that area, where they, what were they bitching about? They were racist or whatever. And actually, Matt Harvey from Exhumed even wrote a thing about it, sticking up for us, which was really cool. We didn't even ask him to do that. Like, didn't even bring it up, didn't show him the thread, nothing. He stepped in on his own. So I thought that was really, really cool. I mean, you know, I've always liked Matt a lot, and even that, I liked him even more. I was like, fuck, he didn't go out of his way to do that. And the thing is, it's funny about Matt, especially coming from him, is he's total anti-racism and shit like that. So him coming up and saying, yeah, Hell's Headbanger's not racist, and I don't answer to these fucking dumb Forrest Gump box of chocolate boys motherfuckers, then I don't know what does. Because, yeah, he's totally fucking completely against racism. I know that for 100% fucking fact. And I don't disagree with him. But as far as Metal Sucks and shit like that, it's funny when they call us racist shit, that actually, like they think they're like tearing us down or whatever. Just anybody with half a brain can see through them, and it was obvious because like our sales spiked big time that week. People coming through in sports like, yeah, fuck those guys talking shit about you. Yeah, I'm racist. Why? Just anyone with half a brain cell could fucking see. And honestly, I don't even think, I could be wrong. I don't know any of those fucking canoes over there, and that's exactly what they got to be, is fucking canoes, based off the little bit I know of them. Is that they make their living from just kind of stirring up shit. I don't even think they probably believe half the shit that they say, and that racists or care, because if they're truly into metal, they don't give a fuck. They know the difference. They're just doing it to get views, clicks, kind of like what the media does. They'll put a headline on something, and it kind of like you read the headline, and then if you read the actual article and shit, it has like kind of like nothing to do with it. It's just for clickbait or views or whatever the hell you call it now, whether it be on whatever newspaper or online or whatever. They all fucking do it, right? I think they've been doing it since newspaper days, back when the papers, like, yeah, the headline would be totally different than you read it. Could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's been going as far back as that. But same thing, that's what I think they're doing, just to get fucking likes, views, and drawing attention and for a business. Which, I mean, I guess it's kind of working for them. So, I mean, I guess I kind of can't knock their hustle, but at the same time, they're annoying as fuck. Two, some of the older metal people, like moderators of metal archives, getting political and just going with the trend of social media like Twitter, Facebook, and Reddit, making the Anti-Defamation League the arbiters of political speech and making minorities become the new aristocracy, uncriticizable by the majority. With the shit I'm losing at the point of what you're even getting at, man, but I kind of get what you can. Basically, same thing with them. Guys like Metal Archives and shit, dude, I'm 100% convinced, and I don't know these motherfuckers from a hole in the wall, you know what I mean? But they don't give a flying fuck about any of this shit. They're just saving face. They actually pulled that crap when there was that thing with Eric going down, which didn't even happen. It was a complete fucking lie on the chick's end. I'm not even getting back in that fucking story. And anyone that thinks otherwise, there's already been court cases like that, and he's won. Even the judge laughed around in the fucking courtroom. Just a complete fucking idiot. With them jumping on the wagon and kind of posting this, they're just doing it to save face. Just kind of like, okay, we'll play in the middle where they don't really comment, but they'll post the stuff and kind of stand like the safe ground. They don't give a fuck. Look at all the bands that are on this shit. So if Burzum and shit's on there, are they racist now too? Satanic War Master's on there. Are they racist too? Well, they have the bands logged on their fucking sites. So are they racist? I mean, you can make that argument if you want to play this dumb shit. So, yeah, they're just doing the same face. So yeah, very very little, if any, respect for those guys whatsoever. So I saw that to read over, and then, like I said, people saying other shit, but kind of similar, giving their opinion. But it's probably I'm not going to really read off just because it's kind of like in the same line. I'm like, I just pretty much gave my opinion on it, so no need to keep fucking rehashing it. Joe Dinkins throws it in there. Scum Christ 718. I really want to see a video where J Dog listens to Saint Anger. Isn't that a crappy Metallica album? Maybe get Dawn of the Dead involved. Watching you guys shit on it would be epic. Yeah, I mean, I guess could, but at the same time, it's like, for stuff that's that obvious, I just don't even see the need. I'm like, doesn't anyone in the metal just kind of already know that? Like, it's just like, I don't know. It just seems like such a common knowledge. I'd almost like rather do it like maybe like the last Carcass album or something, where let's say I didn't like or whatever. Maybe that'd be a better, I mean, at least still more respectable for sure. So yeah, people comment on the PC code. Where the fuck is the goddamn question marks? It's got to be something, though. Like I said, 176 comments. I know they're the fuck in here, goddamn it. Book from Goatman, but I don't see any question marks. You're going to have to jump past that. Yeah, here we go. Here's a question mark, goddamn it. From Anthony Capodilupio. Shout out to you, Rob. I don't think I've ever seen any of the comments, too. Hey, J-Dog, are there any bands where you like their more recent albums more than their early output? Yeah, I do. And the biggest one, because I guess since we're on the topic, is Satanic War Master. That's why it's funny too, is like when people affiliate is like, I didn't even like Satanic War Master until the Carillion Satanist Manus album. So that's third from the top, I believe. So 3 full-length albums. The ones before that, I didn't even like this stuff. I remember when we first got their stuff from, like, I think it was Agony at the time in the early 2000s. That's why I first heard of them, and it was selling back then. I was like, I think this shit kind of sucks, to be honest with you. I didn't like it at all. But when the Carillion Satanist Mass, like, this album's great. And then I like the Opherblatt, the Noxter, and all the stuff that came out since then. Split with Archgoat, the We Are the Worms. I guess it's Rehearsal, or I don't even know what the fuck they did. And then the Nova. They both came on the Nova, however the hell you pronounce it. I thought that was good too. All that stuff. And the EP they just did, the Baphomet, I thought that was good too. So I think that's a band that got better. And I was just talking about a band that got better with Dawn of the Dead. Who was it? I was like, that's one of the few bands that got better. And I was like, as we know, most bands get worse. Who the fuck was it? We were just talking about them. Shit, I can't think of who it is. But yeah, there is bands where they did get better. But the one that always pops in my mind is Satanic War Master. But for the most part, most bands get worse. You like their first album, second album, maybe third, and then they really start to fucking turn it the fuck up. God damn stupid fucking phone dicking me. Fuck. Must have been built by Christians. Bonus points if you know the goddamn reference. Life Eternal. Have you caught Mayhem live on this De Mysterious anniversary tour cycle? Absolutely killer. I don't know if I caught him on this one, though. I did see him on the De Mysterious Tom, where they did that, that's all they did was that album, and that was pre-COVID, so 2019, I think, because it wasn't that long ago, so it had to been just right before COVID. At the absolute latest, 2018, but 2019 sounds about right. I thought it was awesome. Yeah, I thought it was really, really good. I thought it sounded good. I thought Attila looked badass as a motherfucker. His voice sounded good too. Like it actually sounded like Attila. Because the biggest thing is with bands, when it's like really old shit is the vocals for me. It's like the singer doesn't sound anything like, because a guitar, I mean, let's call it like it is. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, you just tune to wherever it needs to be. You can, it's a piece of fucking machinery, for lack of a better term. So you can you tell it what to do as long as they can play the songs. It's not going to be some major difference. But it's the vocals, yeah, because it's actual human voice, and whether it wins or they just don't do it no more or can't do it no more. I mean, as you guys know, I like everything by Deicide, but let's call it like it is. Even Glenn, when he does any songs off, especially like the first album, his vocals don't sound anything like that. Nothing even close. So I was pleasantly surprised when with Attila's vocals and the whole sound of it and the image of it. So yeah, I thought it was very, very good. Definitely happy about it. Vincent Flitcroft. Hey, bro, when you first heard Streaks of Blood on the Grotesque Impalement CD, that's Dying Fetus for all you guys know, and that was my first LP I ever picked up. Go back to past videos, goddamn, I'll show you the very first vinyl record I picked up. It's Grotesque Impalement by Dying Fetus, and I had it signed by all the guys, have it to this day, goddamn it. Were you already aware that that was a cover of Baphomet? There was a song where I heard Dying Fetus version first, and I realized later that it was actually a cover song. You know what? Thinking about it, I think I probably did hear Baphomet after, because yeah, when I bought that record, I had to have. Because I heard, yeah. So yeah, I heard the Dying Fetus version first. I think I did know it was a cover because it says it on there, and especially back then, I pretty much read all the lyrics and stuff like that. Like with my 13, 14, probably I think what was I 13 or 14 when I bought that record. I don't know, somewhere around there. And but back then, yeah, I was pretty much maybe not everything, but vast majority of it. You know, reading the inlay, reading the lyrics, so I would have saw when listening to it that it was a cover. But I don't, yeah, I don't think I was familiar. I probably knew the band Baphomet just from seeing bands thanks lists and T-shirts and stuff like that, because you know bands, especially from the New York area, Suffocation, Immolation, somebody was surely wearing a shirt or put them in their thanks list. So I certainly knew the name, but I think the Dead Shall Inherit CD and LP at that time was probably the only way you were going to get it was eBay, because I'm sure it was long out of print. We're talking very, very early 2000s. I mean, you could get it pretty easily now because it's been reissued several times. And I had to have bought it on eBay or something because I do own a very original LP, the first pressing LP of Dead Shall Inherit. So I don't remember, but I bought that. I don't remember how long ago, but I had to have gotten eBay because by the time I got it, yeah, it was in the 2000s. It was long fucking out of print. But I don't remember the year I bought that because I've had it for quite some time now. From Adam Sase, any chance of Hell's doing another pressing of Incantation, Mortal Throne of Nazarene? I wish. We asked, and then that's when Relapse. That was right around the time Relapse called out, "Oh, vinyl's cool. Fuck yeah, we're gonna do vinyl." So they politely declined. They said, "Yeah, we're not going to do any more licensing out, guys. We're just going to do them ourselves." Was it cool in fucking 92? Was that when Mortal Throne of Nazarene came out? 92? Or maybe that's not Mortal Goltha. 93, 94, whatever that album was. Wasn't cool then. That's why I was never on vinyl. Again, label needs to be run by real fucking fans. From Gacy. Assuming that's in reference to John Wayne Gacy, unless your last name's as well as Gacy. Any relation to John Wayne Gacy? What's up, J Dog? I was wondering if you knew anything about what happened to United Guttural Records. They put out some kick-ass albums and just vanished. Also, Reinfection is a sick-ass band. I have. They Die for Nothing's long sleeve. Yeah, Reinfection. I think that is what the album's called. They Die for Nothing. That CD on Blade Records is fucking awesome, and I want Hell's do an LP. I mentioned it to Brian, and he was into it, but I don't know who has files and shit like that in the band. But so nothing further has been discussed. But yeah, as far as United Guttural, I mean, I don't have too much. I mean, Rich from Fleshgrind, Rich Lipscomb, owned United Guttural Records. We did trades with them back in the day and stuff like that. I would talk to Rich on the phone and stuff back in the early days of Hell's, and then also because we did the Mortician Fleshgrind live LP that we had. That was actually the first Mortician release we did, even because the first album then was Hackman for Barbecue. We did the double LP of that, but prior to that, a lot of people like the that are super old customers or fans of the label don't know this. The first one we did was Mortician Fleshgrind. It was a split live LP. So I remember talking to Rich on the phone about that, the Fleshgrind side, and just he did the label. And as far as why he left or whatever, I've heard rumors. I have no idea. I heard that he just got out of metal completely, and then he was don't quote me on this. He moved to Africa or something like that, or somewhere out of the country, or moved. And he was like, he was doing like some type of fucking tribal healing shit. Sounds hippie as fuck to me. I don't really believe in that crap, but whatever. That's what I heard. And then he died, what, last year, the year before? I think it was last year. 51, 52 years old. So it's kind of like, he was always nice to me. Now, I did hear from guys, I don't remember if it was Brian that said it or the guys of that scene that said he ripped them off a bunch of shit. I don't know if that's when he took off. Maybe that's why he left the scene. I don't know. He never ripped us off. We did trades with them, and yeah, like I said, he was always friendly to me. I bought from his distro, well, kind of even before Hell started, like when he would set up stand at a Fleshgrind show, or when Fleshgrind would play Ohio Death Fest. I remember buying some stuff from his stand there. And then, like I said, when we were kind of starting our distro label at the same time, so we would do trades with them and shit. So Yeah, never ripped us off, and he was always nice to me, so I don't really have anything bad to say about him. But yeah, when he left the scene, for years it was one of them. What the fuck happened to that guy? And that's the story I heard. He's some fucking healer or whatever. Don't know how true that is, but I think I've heard it from a couple different people. Gurgling Gore. I love Grand Declaration of War, Triptychon, and Monotheist by Celtic Frost. Maybe I'm retarded. I don't think you're retarded. You just have different tastes. I think all those are completely atrociously unlistenable, but no, not retarded. Just you like what you like, and that's the way it should be. You shouldn't pretend, or just because J-Dog doesn't like it, or your buddy doesn't like it. The fuck, we're not all supposed to be the same. I don't want everybody to like what I like, and vice versa. We're all supposed to be fucking a little different. You know what I mean? From Count Z Dana Viscus. I know I've answered a couple of your questions. Two questions. Have you heard Celtic Frost's prototype demo? I have not. You should listen, preferably in a reaction video. I mean, is it later Celtic Frost, like anything after Into Pandemonium? Quite frankly, if it's Into Pandemonium era or after, I virtually have zero interest in listening to that. I mean, for me, I do that because, like I said, I like 2 Megatherion down. Obviously, Morbid Tales, Emperor's Return, the demos, so all that shit. Outside that, man, I honestly I think Frost for me, and I know it's gonna offend some people because some people like every album, which I actually thought was really fucking weird when I first heard that, but I saw it was more and more common. I think that's some of the most unlistenable shit in the metal scene, personally. Like I can't stomach it at all. So with anything of that era, I kind of have zero interest, to be honest with you. Speaking of Triptychon, with that Triptychon too, whoo! I listened to that when that first came out, and I blanket and fucking pillow. I was like, God damn, this is the boringest shit I've ever fucking heard. I saw them on the first album tour, and there were 10 paying attendees. Sounds about righteous, what deserving. Do you have any poorly attended show stories? Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, especially if it's a newer band or underground band. Oh, yeah, I've been to tons of shows. I mean, first time I saw Mortician in 99 on Chainsaw Dismemberment Tour, there was, like you say, the way you put it, paying attendees, not counting band members walking around because Skinless played Mortician. And then I'm sure there was a couple openers who I can't remember who. I mean, but paying attendees, like standing up front watching the band, maybe, and I'm being generous, 20 people. It wasn't many, but tons of shows like that. When I saw Sinister for the first time, that was on Aggressive Measures. I think that was 99 as well. They played with Rotting Christ. I think it was the same weekend as Milwaukee Death Fest, so I think that's where a lot of people they were saying there wasn't a crowd. But again, maybe not as low as 20, but definitely less than 50 for sure. So you think, Sinister, Rotting Christ, fucking flying in, and less than 50 people. I mean, just listen how fucking stupid that sounds. Like, that's ridiculous. That should be a packed to the shoulder show. Who the fuck we have? We'll get one more goddamn question. So, yeah, this one had definitely some questions to go over. It said 176, fucking 73 or 76, whatever the fuck it was. Comments. That's quite a fucking few, which is what I like to see. Questions are kind of like a couple one-offers where it's like, yeah, not much to say about it. Yeah, do like this one. Imperio Nocturno. Hey, J-Dog, Scooby-Doo vocals by Barnes. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, you like that, huh? What are your thoughts on Consolation and Ultra from the Netherlands? Cheers, brah brah. Consolation, I'm not familiar with, but Ultra, I'm a huge fan of the first two albums. Youth Against Christ is a 10. I absolutely love that album. And then Ego Art was really good. And the third one, I remember I remember maybe there might be a couple songs on there I liked. And then isn't there a fourth one that's absolutely terrible? But yeah, Ultra, that's a band no one really brings up. For years, I wanted to do the first two, Youth Against Christ and Ego Art on vinyl. And then was it, they came out, which I picked them up. I own them, colored vinyl. Was it Cosmic Key that put those out? I want to say it was them. I could be wrong on that. But they kind of scooped them up. So I mean, I wasn't just kind of, oh shit, well, there goes that idea. But I kind of wasn't pissed. I was kind of just glad that they came out because I wasn't sure if we'd be able to do it anyways. Kind of like with a lot of projects I mentioned, you guys, like it just never comes to fruition because you don't get a reply from the band or they don't have materials or some stuff. Hell, they're like, yeah, let's work on it. And they get it. And then just years goes by. It's like, what the fuck's going on, man? Are you working on that or not? So you run into a lot of that. So that's why I wasn't bummed. It was kind of like, oh, here's the finished product, and it looked respectable, good. I mean, it was nothing totally elaborate, but they did colored vinyls. I'm pretty sure they're on gatefold covers, if I remember correctly. So yeah, no fuzzy covers, didn't look like shit or anything like that. So it was a good enough job, and I was just happy to see them come on vinyl. And they actually sold pretty good too. Like we restocked them a few times, which I was pleasantly surprised because I just figured like when they came in, I'm like, oh great, this is awesome. I get my Ultra copy. I was like, it's probably not going to sell worth a damn though, because I was like, who the hell talks about Ultra? Nobody ever brings them up. They'll run fucking as fast as they can to buy the new 200 stab ones, but Ultra fucking deer in headlights, dick in the mouth. No idea who the fuck they even are. It's like, if you have that, brah, you need to be picking up you some Youth Against Christ. For fucking sure. Kick your asshole into your fucking stomach. So, let's go make that the last one. Because I don't see too many other even questions in here. Just kind of a lot of people giving their opinions on the topic in there. So, yeah, that's it for this one. Devils, you know what to do. Comments, questions, concerns, goddammit. Leave them in the question box, comments box, whatever the fuck you call it. And I'll get them answered bright and early. See you in the next one. Later, goddammit.